Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am here today to watch more My Hero Academia, which I'm very excited about. This season has been so amazing and intense so far, so I definitely can't wait for more. If you're watching this early, it's because you're one of my very awesome patrons. Thank you so much. And if not, still thank you very much for watching. I do hope that you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description below. Last time we had a very fun episode regarding everyone kind of working on their special moves. We had more from, I forget the name of the character, but the one who's kind of steampunk and has the babies. I feel like I said her name last episode and now I'm not. Oh well. It's on my shirt. No, wait, is it on my shirt? I don't know. I'm not wearing it, so I wouldn't know. But we saw more from her, and we hadn't seen her in a little while, so I thought that was really fun. I wonder if we're going to see like more of her character in the future, because I always thought she was really fun to watch. And I like the little message that they told about, you know, she's not afraid to fail. Like that kind of, you know, that hits you like all of a sudden you're watching an anime and it's fun and it's goofy, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my god, this applies to my life. I learned life lessons from this. I really enjoyed watching Izuku make his quirk his own. And the whole episode was kind of about, it was about other things too. We got to see some really cool stuff from some of the other students, like perfecting their special moves, which I thought was awesome. But the main crux of it was about Izuku, now that it's his turn, you know, making One for All his own. And it's so funny because I feel like at the beginning of that episode, I said like, he should just use his legs. And at the end he uses his legs. But still, it's like, it comes back to that having to think outside the box, you know, especially for someone like Izuku, who just spent his whole life just idolizing All Might, to have to think that like, okay, well, everything I've seen, I've now got to change up to fit my own body. That's hard, you know? So I thought that was really good. I'm very excited for more. I am going to jump right in because, as you guys know, I have the tendency to rant, and if I'm going to rant, I want to do an ending rant once I've seen this episode. So without further ado, let's jump right into more My Hero Academia. Let's go Plus Ultra. Okay, so let's talk about this theme a little bit. Because as you guys know, it debuted last time, and I was like, oh my god, I love that song. So here's a funny story. I went to iTunes, I found the song. The song's amazing. The clip for the show is amazing, and the full length is like even better. Interesting little tidbit about the band. Actually, it's really not like a fun fact or anything, it's just that they are awesome. So I have their whole album now, and I'm just enjoying the heck out of it. I've like looped it several times throughout this past week. I would say this is probably the best song on the album, but the whole album is really good. So I think Lenny Code Fiction, one of my new favorite bands, little free advertisement, go check them out. It's very good. Don't you love how you tuned in for a reaction and you got like a little bit of a music reaction as well? You may or may not love that, but it happened, so. Oh, triggered. That's gotta be hard for him to go from like the strongest guy in the universe. Ah, we get to see them all again. Trash talking. He's just losing it over there.
どの学校でも時期や場所を分けて受験させるのがセオリーになってる。
Inside he's like, phew. But on the outside she's gonna trash talk.
試験内容は不明だが明確な逆境であることは間違いない。意識しすぎるのも良くないが忘れないようにな。
This is what they do though. This is why they're such an exceptional first year class.
とはいえ仮免試験まで1週間もないですね。
Look at Froppy in her little ponytail.
まだまだこっから
I want to see them have like girl talk about.
なんだろうね。最近無駄に心がざわつく。
Oh my.
恋だ。何？恋？知らん。お相手は緑やからいいだ。
Ida?
多いよね。
Oh, because she's always with him. Oh, it's so girly.
それより明日も早いですし、もうお休みしましょう。
No. Yes, I'm with her. I want to hear more. She's gonna crash right through the window. Oh, kawaii.
緊張してきた。試験って何やるんだろう。
He's always like flipping out at the beginning of these tests. I don't blame him, but just an observation.
モロチンだぜ。
勝手によそ様のエンジンへ加わるのは良くないよ、イナさ。
Got another class in here? Oh, I feel like he'd get along really well with Ida.
そんな中で乗り切る感じのあれか、西の有名な東の遊泳、西の止血。
Oh.
ヒーロー科の中で
So there's other, yeah, I guess it makes sense. There's other hero schools.
止血効果。
弱らしいなさ。
Okay then.
先生、知ってる人です。
I wonder why he's going to the other school and not UA if he likes it so much.
弱らしい。昨年度つまりお前
Oh,
ら
that's, wow, that's a lot of
トッ
blood.
プの成績で合格したにもか。
というか推薦トップの成績って実力は轟くん以上。
I don't know about that. I'm gonna have to see that in action to believe that.
弱らしい稲さん。
イレイザー？イレイザーじゃないか。テレビや体育祭で姿は見てたけど、こうして直で会うのは久しぶり。
His reaction to her though, he was like, ugh, look at that eye. Look at that eye twitch.
結婚しようぜ。ミスジョーク。個性は爆笑。
近くの人を強制的に笑わせて思考行動ともに鈍らせるんだ。
Oh, that's a good quirk. That's a fun quirk.
私と
俺は進藤。今年の遊泳はトラブル続きで大変だったね。
Do they go to the same
こう
hairstylist
して
or
ヒーロー
something?
を志し続けているんだね。今日は君たちの胸を借りるつもりで頑張らせてもらうよ。ふかしてんじゃねえ。セリフと面が合ってねえんだよ。
Oh.
ほらおめえ。
Bakugo's way too smart for
いいんだよ。
any kind of fakeness.
やっぱ結構有名人なんだな、遊泳。
That's true that they've got to be pretty
言ってないの
popular.
イレイザー。
Tell them what now?
ヒーロー公安委員会のメラです。
Oh, he kind of has that like
飲んで無水瓶。仕事が忙しい。眠たい。
like initially I was kind of like, oh, he kind of has that like Aizawa kind of
いた
vibe.
だきます。よって試されるはスピード。
Okay, well, that was a good segue.
通過とします。
受験者は全員で1540人。合格者は多いだと聞いて。
の所持数は合格ラインぴったり。3つ目のターゲットをかすめ取るとか、そういう策を推奨しているのか。
Oh,
武士以上に苛烈なルールだ。
they always do so well with the
じゃあ
competitions.
展開後ターゲットで
Oh boy. Oh, it's like one of those little cardboard shoe boxes that you put together.
付き合おう。
黙れ。
それなら変な話だぜ。お前があのことを知らないわけがない。
What? Tell me.
だってほら、僕らもう手の内バレてるんだ。
バレてるって。
Because there's, yeah. See, that's an interesting point.
仮免試験唯一個性不明というアドバンテージを失っている。
Ah.
体育祭というイベントが全国
So
中継され、
they're at a disadvantage right off the bat.
弱点、スタイルまで割れたと。一次試験。
Oh.
可愛いクラスなら生徒たちに言ってあげればいいのに。 毎回まず初めに行われる
Oh God.
遊泳つぶしのことを
Are you kidding me?
やっぱり
以上の効果がある。
That's right. Come on, honey. Think about this. You can outsmart this. Yes!
優越し
みんなこの調子
Heck yeah.
行こう
Oh my God. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's gonna be intense. I love how like they always up the stakes with these competitions. Like each time's harder than the last one. I'm just gonna enjoy the song for a minute because the song is my heart. Also, while we're on the subject of the song, just an FYI, the acoustic version of this is very hard to find. Like you can find the clipped version, but I have not been able to find the I don't know if there is a full acoustic version or not. But I love the acoustic version. You can hear the intensity of his voice so much more. I love the fast version too. Like I've always loved that, but I just love that was a really nice touch that they have an acoustic version. Alright, you guys, that episode was so good. I have so much to say about it. So first, let's talk about earlier in the episode because some of the cute little moments with Uraraka, like, just kind of indulging her heart about this crush that she has and, like, kind of, like, finally admitting it. So sweet, so kawaii. I love it. I can't wait to see where it all goes. So the crux of this episode was building up to this big exam and meeting some students from other schools, which I think is really cool. There's a lot of questions that I have, like I want to know more about that one really enthusiastic guy, and he kind of has a little story that I'm sure we're going to get more of about, like he's obsessed with UA and he had a chance to go, but then he didn't do it, so why is that? But in general, it's just fun to introduce the concept of other schools because we know that there's like UA is not the only hero school, but we haven't really seen too much of any of that. So I think that's really fun to see like, oh, here's like one from the West Coast and here's a different one. Okay, so I guess her name is Joke. Her thing with Aizawa is hilarious. Their back and forth is so much fun. And not just because her quirk is laughing, although that's also like, man, that's a great quirk. Like, I might already have that quirk because, well, I don't know if I make others laugh, but I make myself laugh a lot. But I just love their back and forth with her being like, marry me, and he's like, no, get away from me. Just shutting it down so hard. He's like, that's not a happy family. I love it. I love Aizawa. So that was really fun. Really looking forward to seeing more. I'm sure we'll get to see a lot of really good examples of the different students' personalities and quirks and, you know, throughout the course of this battle. As with all My Hero competitions, this is shaping up to be a very intense one. So I had not really thought about it with the sports festival, but yeah, UA made a big, they left a big mark on the public with and they don't have that advantage of going in and being able to take the enemy, or you know, enemy, but in this case just like their opponent by surprise. But I love how Aizawa was just cool as a cucumber at the end and like, oh yeah, I didn't tell them because when they're heroes, you know, their quirks are going to be known, and we're just always a step ahead like that. Whatevs, like our students have fought villains and stuff, whatevs. I love it. Oh man, that ending scene was so good with everyone just going in like a boss. Can't wait to see more. What else? So yeah, basically just a really good kickoff to this next phase of this next arc, I guess, with the this competition. I love the competition arcs. I feel like as many as we've had on the show, they always find a way to make them very new and fresh. So I just can't wait to see. I can't wait to see some of the new characters. This will be a really good test of the strategies and moves that our people, our heroes have been working on, our little heroes in training. So I'm excited for it, you guys. Plus Ultra. I think I'm just going to add like Plus Ultra into my everyday talk and see what happens. So great stuff. I can't wait for more. Very fun stuff around the corner. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Please join me again next time, and I'll see you then. Bye.